Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Country the Bull and the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben, as always. I'm hanging out with Mike,
hello,
Claire,
hey.
and Pete.
Hey!
This is our little sideshow, our project, our midweek episode where we delve into the weirdness of the internet and the news that has been pushed into our faces by the mainstream media that's slowly grinding us down into the dust as humans.
And I'm not staying on Mike's couch anymore.
Hey.
He still hasn't left.
he's in my bed now. I knew it wouldn't take long.
Where are you?
He's the quilt. It keeps me warm at night.
I knew there's a reason everyone calls you Mr. Spoon. Anyway, let's open with the news.
On a really cheerful one.
On a cheerful one. Elon Musk challenges Vladimir Putin to a fight with the winner taking Ukraine. Now, given that the Ukraine isn't Elon Musk's to give, I find I find that a little presumptive there, Elon.
My money's on Putin.
It's a man too, to be fair.
Mine's on Elon Musk. He's probably got some kind of robotic something in it.
Oh, he's not Iron Man yet.
I don't know.
He will be, but he's not Iron Man yet.
That we know of.
And the world's current richest man, you are right, Pete, you said about Elon, yeah, he's the current richest man, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk has challenged Russian President Vladimir Putin to a fight for the Ukraine. You may have thought that Musk would be busy splitting up again with Grimes, I don't know who that is, or also welcoming his second child, the Canadian musician. However, the SpaceX founder has still found time to challenge Putin on Twitter. As Russian invasion of Ukraine enters its 19th day, Musk has taken to the social media platform to summon Putin to single combat, setting the stakes as Ukraine. And there's a tweet, I hereby challenge, and that's Vladimir Putin in Russian. You see the tweet online if you want to look at it. This is from the Uni lad. And to single combat, and the stakes are the Russian name for Ukraine, which I'm not going to attempt to pronounce any of them because I can't read the Russian alphabet.
Do we believe that that's actually Elon Musk's Twitter account?
Yeah.
It's got a tick. It's got the tick.
Yeah, but he doesn't mean it, does he? If Putin says yeah right then, he's going to back out and he...
Not going to happen, is it?
No, it ain't going to happen. They're not going to have a...
Yes, I mix
Fight the
KGB,
death.
I'll fight you now. Bare knuckle.
Exactly. Fuck that.
Head of the KGB.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, he just garrote him in 30 seconds.
Do you know what? Let him have a fight.
Ukraine is mine.
That's it. Well, because you know if Putin's going to win, then Ukraine just have to go, oh, fuck.
I know, yeah.
Actually, we didn't sanction that.
Imagine if it did happen, would it be on
telly?
On telly?
Pay-per-view.
Or pay-per-view.
Oh, I'll tell you, as the weekend we record, I'll tell you what is on live tomorrow night on the internet for free. Eddie Hall versus Thor in the Mountain from Game of Thrones, and former world's strongest man Eddie Hall. Well, is he still the world's strongest man? He was the world's strongest man.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know if anyone's beat his record. They both slimmed down to fuck and got ripped, and they're going to have a boxing match.
Right.
And I don't know who's going to win.
I'd like to watch it. So we can all watch that for free, can we?
It's on the internet somewhere. If you Google it, I'm sure it'll take you to a link somewhere.
Where are they fighting?
I have no idea. Honestly,
My friend at work's been talking about it for weeks. But yeah, it does look interesting. I've seen a couple of showdowns with them. Eddie Hall went into a gym where Thor was. He started spouting shit about him, just being a typical kind of gobby Brit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You know what we're like. It's one of them, isn't it?
Cool.
And
Oh, Claire, you don't know because you never watched Game of Thrones.
he's a fucking beast.
He's what?
John-
6'8", 6'9".
Bjornsson,
He played the Mountain. Literally, this guy called the Mountain.
half Thor
Which
Bjornsson,
incarnation
his
of
name
the
is, I
Mountain?
believe.
Alright,
Eh?
okay.
Which incarnation of the mountain?
The final one. The one that fought Oberon.
Because there was a few, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Head
there was.
crusher.
Yeah, the one that fought Oberon. He was my favourite
He was
character.
the
in Game of
main
Thrones.
one. He's the one that lasted in the role the longest.
Yeah. The guy that hacks that dude in half when Cersei... You remember that scene?
Yeah.
So has Elon Musk got any replies yet?
No. No, I don't think so. Let's scroll down and find out. He questioned, do you agree to this fight? Since Putin sent troops across the border on February 24th, Musk has made his views on the war very public, having taken earlier to tweet to mock the boss of Russia's space agency. The Tesla CEO also sent shipments of satellite-based internet system to Ukraine to help make the internet service more reliable in certain areas which have been badly affected by bombing and fighting. In response to Musk's support, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky video called the billionaire, thanking him for his help and inviting him to the Ukraine once the war is over. So he hasn't had a response.
So what, he said, come to Ukraine when the war's over and we'll have a fight?
No, he said, oh yeah, thank you for your internet stuff, your Skylink dial-up things that you've sent. I've no idea what they are. You know what they are. Tesla computers, basically, that provide the internet to places that are getting bombed. Because no one can live with the internet anymore, can they?
He's turned it round as like, actually, yeah, you're doing us all a favour. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, he did send them for nothing.
He's doing a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why he's saying when the war's over, come to Ukraine, you'll be on a guest.
Yeah.
Take your fill of our Ukrainian whores.
Ooh.
Well, that's what they do.
But
That's what the elite do, isn't it?
I suppose,
Well, yeah.
though, if you're the richest man on earth, as any kind of person, you're going to want them as a friend, aren't you? Not an enemy.
Of course you are, absolutely.
So Putin's not going to want to make an enemy of
I mean,
him.
he is.
No, Putin. It's not. Zelensky is the one that
Invited him.
and stuff.
Oh,
and
right,
That's the
sorry.
Ukrainian
He's challenging Putin to the fight.
Putin's
Well,
not saying.
this is what confused me. This is why I'm tired. Sorry, I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, Musk's challenging Putin. Now, Putin's,
Right, got you.
you know, black belt in Taekwondo. He's head of the
Putin's not the one
KGB.
saying thank you. Come over and.
Well, this is what confused me. I'm glad we've cleared that up. Yes. No, yes.
Oh, there we go. We
You should
await
be honest,
Putin's
yes.
response, although my money's on Putin.
Oh, definitely.
Unless, of course, Elon does choose this moment to become Iron Man.
Yeah.
I reckon he's all cyborged up.
I think he's got his Iron Man suit. That's
What
all
do you do if he's like, you know, Putin like stabs him or something? He's like Terminator 2. Morphs back together.
just absorbs the knife.
Yeah.
Or he'll be some kind of hologram. And he'll be like, got you, bitch.
Yeah. That'd be a wussy kind of thing you'd do, wouldn't it?
And then, like, some little thing explodes and kills him.
Possibly. Right, next one.
Box of human heads stolen in bizarre theft from medical research facility.
Okay.
Oh. Someone's having some fun somewhere.
Human heads, hey?
The box of human heads was nicked in Denver, Colorado, with a thief stealing a container marked exempt human specimen. It is unclear whether they knew what they were stealing.
Exempt, eh?
See that nicked is UK slang for stole. This is in the Daily Star, so their English isn't phenomenal.
No, they purposely speak like that.
It's
Well,
to
yeah,
get down
of course
with
they
the
do,
kids.
yeah. Yeah, it's to appeal to the working class man.
They're very clever people, and they choose a language very carefully.
It's got the language reading level of, like, the Sun, for example, as
9 to
the
10-year-old.
9 to 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You can read the Sun at 9 to 10. It's written very simply.
I used to. Straight to page 3. At that age.
Yeah, a little bit older, but yeah, no, page 3 then the sports section.
So I had older brothers, so
Yeah.
they were already looking at it, and I was like, ooh, what are you looking at? Ooh, boobies.
Police say someone broke into the truck near 23rd and Syracuse Street in the city's Central Park neighbourhood on Thursday morning, March the 3rd.
Hey, my birthday! It wasn't me. I didn't leave here and go to find New York instead of a box of heads.
To give himself a birthday treat.
Yeah.
Hoping their mouths were all open.
Gob jobs from the headless.
I don't use severed heads as gob job machines.
Look at my new willy warmer.
That's my codpiece.
Oh shit. That's gross. No matter what, it's fucking gross, isn't it? Let's face it.
Just erect all day.
What?
That's how I hold the codpiece on.
So they got the brains in and all sorts.
Yeah, they were going to be used for
Sorry.
scientific research and education.
Oh.
Local residents are curious whether the culprits were specifically targeting the human heads or simply grabbed the first item they saw.
I think that's more
That'd be a
likely.
shit when they get back. What's the swag, boys?
Oh, fuck!
That one's eyeballing me.
Ooh, gob job.
Kick ups, anybody? Heads and volleys.
So there we go.
Lovely.
Oh, I saw this actually this week, and I nearly saved it, and then
Another TikTok time traveller.
I got fed up of TikTok time travelers.
Time traveller from 2236 predicts return of celebrity who fake their death. Ooh, which one?
Elvis is going back.
It's probably Tupac.
The TikTok time traveller told their followers a dead celebrity who faked his death is going to return this September.
Oh, this September. Let's keep an eye on that.
In a clip watched by more than 40 million times
That's-
since it was uploaded.
That's nothing on TikTok. You get 40 million views for just fucking dancing around a little bit.
Well, this person claims they're going to prove their powers with another prediction. They write, some people don't believe I'm a real time traveller, so here are some pretty big events that will happen in 2022. Making several claims on the June 17th, signed one of the biggest ocean creatures to date in the Pacific Ocean. What's that got to do with it?
He's going to say on June 17th they will find the biggest ocean creature in the Pacific, basically. So we'll find the Kraken
Yeah.
Ooh.
on June 17th this
Or
year.
a megalodon.
Or Megalodon.
Or Megalodon. We'll find one on June 17th.
And yeah, he's claiming it September the 16th, this very popular musician.
Wacko Jacko.
Do you think?
No,
Musician will come out that
he's
faked
too
his own
non-stop.
death.
It's Tupac. It'll be Tupac.
Cool if it was.
He also
Yeah.
claims that by the end of the year, robots would have
this is a typo.
up to 20% more jobs replacing humans.
Well, that's a trend, isn't it? Nothing new there. That's the way it's going.
Yeah.
And the TikTok user, who most people agree is just another prankster, writes in their bio, I'm a real time traveller from 2236 and will inform you guys of the future.
It's funny how the people that he's written down there are the two people we
Yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. Tupac or MJ?
Yeah.
Not Elvis then.
Nah, Elvis is long dead, mate.
Yeah,
Give it up.
he'd probably be dead
Unless he
anyway,
went
wouldn't
home. Unless he's not dead, he just went home.
How many years ago did he die?
I think Elvis died in like
70s, isn't it?
77, something like
So
that.
we're talking 50 years ago, 45 years ago.
He was up, well, I don't know what
How
he
old was he at the time?
I've no idea, honestly. Personally, I think the best thing Elvis did was die.
Aww.
Not a fan of Elvis.
Obviously not.
Oh,
You
I'm
wished
not a
him
big-
dead.
I'm not a big fan of Elvis, but I don't wish him dead.
No.
I just think it was the best thing he did.
He liked the cheeseburger though, he did, didn't he?
He loved a
We
cheeseburger.
were talking about that before we come on, come on.
Who doesn't?
Love,
Oh, we're in the Elvis camp then, Claire.
yeah, we love the cheeseburgers.
Love triple cheeseburger.
As for any TikTok time travellers, I think you're bullshit.
Yeah.
Full bullshit on you.
Of course it is.
It'd be funny if
Very nonsense.
We've had loads
June the
of them. There's
17th
been loads of them.
I
it's
know.
only a couple of months away. June 17th. Try and remember that day.
Yeah. What was that then on June 17th?
The Kraken
The Kraken.
or a megalodon.
I want someone to just go, the Kraken! The Megalodon. Another sort of
What about-
to it.
Moby Dick?
Yeah.
Could discover a big, huge, giant white.
Only
whale.
if Patrick Stewart's there to deliver the line.
I was going to try and do a Patrick Stewart voice then.
I
think
wouldn't.
I can.
Oh,
Make it
but
so.
Indeed.
Make it so.
Engage. Yeah. Enough Patrick Stewart. Mike, you've given me another happy one.
Yeah.
Thank you. Toxic waste revealed as eroding coastlines expose old landfills.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Nice.
Yay! Floods and rising sea levels are washing hazardous waste from old rubbish tips into the sea at thousands of sites globally.
Fucking joy.
Well, that's just going straight into the water supply, isn't it? Stretching from Lyme Regis towards Charmouth in England, East Cliff Beach is a hot spot for fossil hunters scouring the shore for spiral-shaped anomites, or the glint of fool's gold. And the 50-metre high cliff slowly retreats and collapses into the sea. More rocks containing prehistoric fossils are exposed along Dorset's Jurassic coast.
However, you're going to have to wade through shit.
Yeah. But take a closer look, and the cliff edge reveals more sinister deposits. Plastic, metal and concrete poke out from the soil and are strewn along the beach. With every storm and tide, smaller items of waste and toxic contaminants are washed out to sea.
Yay!
Oh. This cliff marks the edge of an old landfill site called Spittle's Lane. Used as a tip until 1978, that's a garbage dump, I guess, for any American listeners.
Yeah.
Or a landfill. It contains various metals including lead, asbestos, plastics and chemical contaminants, and it's now prone to landslides. In 2008, a 400-metre stretch of cliff collapsed, releasing waste onto the beach below. Scientists at Southampton University expect that the rest of this landfill will be eroded and collapse into the sea within the next century. They estimate that up to 6,000 cubic metres of waste have already gone, and the Spittle Lane still contains as much as 42,000 cubic metres more. Yeah.
What can they do why aren't they trying to stop it?
Because this landfill within a UNESCO World Heritage Site operates under a policy of no active intervention, meaning there's no investment against erosion because any potential chemical pollution is considered to be relatively diluted.
Just bollocks, and I just don't want to pay for it.
That sounds like bollocks.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's like, nah, let's not do anything.
It's a World Heritage Site. How could how could a tip be a World Heritage Site?
Yeah, it's within a World Heritage Site. It must be like within the boundary or sitting like in the corner of some fucking massive stately estate. You know what I mean?
Read the next bit.
The council removes big pieces of solid waste, including asbestos, from the beach at regular intervals, but leaves smaller items and any toxic chemicals to be washed away.
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Terrible.
Yeah, shocking.
It's only a bottle. We'll let that go in the sea. Oh, what's that fucking can with the green ooze? It's alright, let it wash away.
Yeah. Now, historically, choosing coastal locations for landfills was a conscious management decision, says Kate Spencer, Professor of Environmental Geochemistry at Queen Mary University of London. She calculates in England alone, more than 1,200 out of 20,000 landfills are on the coast. To quote her, older sites weren't built to isolate pollution from the environment. They were engineered to allow any toxic chemical pollution, or sewage, to dilute and disperse. It's how we've abused our estuaries and seas for centuries.
Yeah.
So about 6% of landfills
are on the
right
coast,
Yeah.
and slowly eroding away.
And that's a global problem as well.
Yeah, not just us.
Yeah, across Europe it's estimated there are between 350,000 and 500,000 landfills, 90% of which predate modern waste control legislation, requiring landfills to be lined and capped.
Yeah, so fuck knows what's in it.
Significant numbers of these old landfills are in coastal areas or floodplains.
Yeah. And they're worried about what we're doing now.
Hang on, what's all about America?
That's going to affect the world. They should be thinking about what we've done in the past that's going to affect the fucking world then, things like that.
Let's just sweeten the mood. In the US, more than 800 coastal Superfund quote sites which store toxic waste and include municipal landfills are at risk of being flooded in the next 2 decades as the climate crisis raises sea levels. So all that toxic waste.
But you said we were lightening the mood.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
Death to everyone, basically.
Death to everybody, there we go. Let's just have that nuclear war now and at least go out in a blaze of glory, eh? Let's have the aliens watching go, you know what, Earth's final season went out with a bang, didn't it? You can't fault that finale.
Better than that Game of Thrones.
Better than Game of Thrones, that was shit.
Yeah, it's a doozy.
Yeah. Moving on then. Let's lighten the mood. What we got next?
One lighter note. Naked bloke walks into neighbour's garden and poos on glass garden table.
Sweet as a nut.
It's a bit naughty.
Why? There must be a reason why, and I want to hear
Rub
it.
his nose in it.
It's a bit cheeky.
Well, the reason behind a Florida man's decision to
there we go. It's a
reportedly
Florida man.
strip naked and take a poo on his neighbour's garden furniture remains unknown.
Oh.
Kenneth Carlisle, 64, was
Oh,
arrested.
64. So what's his shit's like? He's pretty
Yeah,
solid as
64.
fuck in all fairness. All that fibre he's probably eating. He's probably just curling out a log on that table, isn't he?
I don't know.
He was arrested by authorities after allegedly defecating on a glass table outside a neighbour's house. Local news station Fox 13 Tampa Bay reports. Carlisle was reportedly spotted prowling naked around the garden on his neighbour's CCTV around 4:40 p.m.
Oh, Jesus.
on Friday, March the 4th.
Oh, I'll give a shout out to my big friend John Tyler. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, belatedly, and I did say to you originally. Still, dude, someone took a shot at a table on your birthday.
What was it they did on your birthday? What was it? Oh, the human heads.
Yeah.
Carlisle, 64, was then caught on camera leaving himself on a glass-topped garden table. The bizarre act was seen on two separate angles
Jesus.
of the victim's home security video.
Oh, you know there's a dog shot in one of them.
It's quite risky on top of a glass table, isn't it?
When officers arrived at the crime scene, reports the smoking gun, they spoke to Carlisle through the door of his RV camper, and they found him to be, and he was still visibly naked and highly uncooperative.
Visibly just nude as fuck.
They covered his modesty and took him to the local lockup, charged him with criminal mischief.
Criminal mischief.
He'll remain behind bars though, because while on bail on his criminal mischief charge is an affordable $250, about £190. He's also facing several charges relating to an incident in December last year.
Oh, what did he do then?
Shit on someone's fucking chairs. He went up the stage this time on a table. That's quite funny.
In the middle of the afternoon,
That's mad.
guy's fucking wasted.
Yeah, reminds me of me during lockdown, because I wasn't shitting on people's tables. I was just wasting at 4:40 in the afternoon. Oh man, that first lockdown. You know, they went on about people's mental health and everything, like, oh, my mental health deteriorated so much over lockdown. Man, that's probably one of the best times of my life. Mentally. I had my own little music festival lasting a week in the garden where I just sat there in 30-degree heat, listened to bands I've never listened to before, got absolutely wankered on out-of-date lager from the Dory shop,
Paid by the man to do it.
and I was getting paid full pay from the man.
I think it was 90%.
I was on 100%.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
It was 80% plus the government's 20 to begin with. My old company jacked it up by the sacrifice days of holiday pay to keep it at 100. But I did have 5 months off in 30-degree heat. Never have that again.
I worked every day nearly. Feeding the world. Well, Telford. But still.
I got wankered.
Felt like the fucking world. I tell
Wankered
you.
most days, smoked things.
I was shielding, so I couldn't leave the fucking flat. 5 months. It was a bitch.
I probably went to see
Doubled
you.
in
I
weight.
was shielding as well, remember? I just went to the shop more.
Finish on a high note, I think.
I'm quite high on life.
So this is not me, this is a quote. My puppy looks so much like a human, strangers ask if he's actually a dog.
Ah.
Clearly a dog.
I want to see this picture. That's the dog.
Looks like a dog to me.
It looks very much like
that's
a dog.
just one angle.
I hope there's more pictures.
There's a bit of a human-y face there. I don't see it myself.
What the fuck is his story?
So
You want to know what
What
story?
idiots think this is a human being?
That's not a human expression on that picture there.
It's fucking furry, it's got 4 legs and a tail, it's a fucking dog.
It's the face, Mike. It's the
What
face.
about the face? It's a dog's face.
think it's the eyes.
Where's this article from?
The Mirror.
The Mirror, the UK newspaper, The Mirror, one of the biggest newspapers in the country.
my-
This is weird news.
It's common for dog owners to be stopped in the streets by strangers eager to stroke their and meet their pet. But not many people say they've been asked if their dog is actually a dog. Natasha Motson from Lincoln, 24, has members of the public convinced that her puppy Winston is a human strapped in a dog's body.
Trapped.
Oh, trapped in a dog's body. 5-month-old ginger cockapoo, which is a cocker spaniel stroke poodle.
They even described the dog breed in a fucking article.
But yeah, so he has an adorable face, big green eyes that appear human-like. Whether it's when we are out in public with Winston or people commenting on his photographs on social media, we always have people telling us that they are convinced Winston is a person and not a dog, Natasha said.
I say it's me dead nan. It's trapped in the body of this dog.
It has got strangely human eyes.
Yeah.
But that is literally...
Visualise a little moustache
Come
and
down
the
to-
eyes.
But
But
it's the
the huge
fucking
bit
dog
picture.
nose right in the middle of his face that gives it away to be the dog.
Come down to the huge picture, mate.
He has got a very ginger moustache.
No.
Just 'cause they
definitely
put it in clothes.
He looks like a furry old man. That's the best way to describe him. He's
The
a
fact that they're
furry
put-
old man.
Whoa.
They
But
are
even
dressing
looking
him
at-
up in clothes. Probably doesn't help. Like, he's got like a proper little fucking suit and jacket.
That's a little fleecy coat he's got on there.
No, he doesn't look like a human at all. Looks like a fucking dog. Maybe they've been walking through the local crack den or something with the dog. And look you, man! Is that a person? Shit! He's well hairy. Can I stroke your little person, please?
That could be anything. I'm not get beat up for saying that in a crap den, to be fair.
Even on a closer inspection of a close-up face, it is a fucking dog.
It is a dog.
Its eyes look like dog eyes. It's just... Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a fucking
nonsense.
dog.
It's a non-story.
It's a weird story. It's
Yeah,
weird news.
It is weird news.
very.
It's weird that they find it news.
Yeah.
And, this is the Mirror. That's the Mirror, for God's sake. The UK, that's a big selling paper.
Well,
So
used to be.
tabloid.
What
Well,
feeding
it's still a
people.
tabloid, but for Christ's
This
sake.
is what they're feeding people.
Oh no. Ridiculous.
What a load of bollocks!
So yeah, honestly, I'm in Ben. Thanks for listening. And I'm going to end saying, don't steal severed heads on my mate's birthday.
On your birthday.
It was on my birthday, shit. Don't steal severed heads on my birthday unless you're going to give me one as a present.
I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
I've been Claire, don't read the mirror.
And I've
Well, still read the Mirror over the fucking
I'd rather read MysteriousIsUniverse.com as a source of news than the Mirror.
I've
I'd base an episode on that.
been Pete. Yeah, it's a fucking dog. End of.